Have you ever watched a cartoon or a movie and thought, this can't be real? What if I told you that some of the strangest things predicted in entertainment decades ago actually happened? And not only that, what if it wasn't a coincidence? What if reality itself is glitching or being rewritten? From The Simpsons predicting Donald Trump and COVID-19 to movies like Contagion foreshadowing global pandemics, today we're recounting down the top 10 moments where fiction predicted our reality. And it is going to blow your mind. Some say it's coincidence, others believe we live in a simulation. Either way, the lines between fiction and reality are starting to blur. And these 10 predictions prove it. Every single one of these predictions seems too precise to be random, as if someone or something wrote the code of our world a long time ago. And as we go through them, ask yourself, are these coincidences, clever imagination, or hints at a hidden design of reality? 1. The Simpsons predict Donald Trump as president. It was the year 2000, Season 11, Episode 17. The Simpsons aired a joke. Donald Trump becomes president of the United States. At the time, people laughed. It was absurd, but 16 years later, it actually happened. Now, look closer. Not just the prediction of the person, but the subtle details. The campaign, the imagery, the way the town reacted. Is this foresight? Or was the blueprint of reality already written, and someone just leaked a line of code in yellow ink? 2. COVID-19 predicted in The Simpsons way back in 1993 in Margin Chains. The Simpsons depicted a global pandemic. Characters get sick, the city reacts, supplies run out, and masks are worn. Fast forward to 2020, the world is hit by COVID-19. Social distancing, lockdowns, panic. Almost every detail eerily mirrors that cartoon episode. This isn't just coincidence. It's as if someone ran a test simulation decades ago, and then reality executed it years later. 3. Smartwatches and wearables. In a 1995 Simpsons episode, characters were shown using devices that look almost exactly like today's. They checked messages, tracked activities, and interacted with digital interfaces. Over 20 years later, the Apple Watch and other wearables became mainstream. And yet, in the cartoon, the technology exists as if it was waiting to be activated in our timeline. 4. Contagion predicts global pandemics. The 2011 film Contagion showed a virus spreading rapidly across the globe, governments struggling to contain it, and people practicing hygiene like washing hands obsessively. Fast forward to 2020. COVID-19 emerges, social distancing, quarantine measures, panic buying, global infection patterns, all almost identical to the film. The film even predicted the economic and social reactions. Was this just research by Hollywood, or did someone in the simulation test this scenario for decades? 5. Jules Verne predicts space travel and submarines. Jules Verne, writing in the 19th century, imagined technology centuries ahead of his time. Have you ever watched a movie and thought, wow, that's so futuristic, only to see that exact technology become a part of your daily life a few years later? It's a surreal experience, and it happens more often than you'd think. From sci-fi classics to animated sitcoms, Hollywood has a strange knack for predicting the future. Today, we're diving into the top 10 predictions from fiction that uncannily came true. Get ready to have your mind blown. Let's start with something many of us have on our wrists right now. Number 10 on our list is earbuds, predicted in Ray Bradbury's 1953 novel, Asterisk. Fahrenheit 451 asterisk. In the book, characters used thimble radios and seashells, tiny wireless earpieces that constantly piped audio into their ears, isolating them from the world. Sound familiar? Today's AirPods and other wireless earbuds are the real-life version of Bradbury's vision. They allow us to listen to music, podcasts, and take calls, creating a personal sound bubble, just as he described. It's a powerful technology, but it also makes you think about his warning of becoming disconnected from reality. Moving on to number 9, we have humanoid robots, famously depicted in the 1927 silent film, Asterisk. Metropolis, Asterisk. This groundbreaking movie introduced us to Maria, a Mensch, or Maschinenhuman, a robot so lifelike it could be mistaken for a person. At the time, This was pure fantasy. Fast forward to today, and we have incredible advancements in robotics. Companies like Boston Dynamics have created robots that can run, jump, and perform complex tasks. We have eye-powered androids like Sophia, who can hold conversations and display facial expressions. While we're not yet at the point of perfect human replicas like Maria, the journey from cinematic dream to robotic reality is well underway. For our 8th prediction, let's beam up to the final frontier. The original Star Trek series, which first aired in 1966, gave us the iconic communicator. Captain Kirk would flip open this handheld device to talk to the Starship Enterprise from anywhere on a planet's surface. It was a portable, wireless communication device. It's impossible not to see the parallel with the first flip phones that became popular in the 1990s. Martin Cooper, the man credited with inventing the first mobile phone, has even cited Star Trek's communicator as a direct source of inspiration. It's a perfect example of science fiction, not just predicting, but actively inspiring the future of technology. Next, at number 7, we're visiting a certain yellow family in Springfield. The Simpsons is legendary for its seemingly endless list of predictions. But one of the most practical is the smart home assistant. In a 1996 episode, a high-tech ultra house, 3000 controlled everything in the Simpsons home, voiced by a smooth-talking AI. It managed the lights, cooked the food, and even had its own personality. Today, devices like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple's Siri are commonplace. We ask them to play music, set timers, and control our smart home devices. The Ultra House's slightly sinister takeover of the home also served as a funny, yet cautionary, tale about giving too much control to our technology. At number 6, we travel to the year 2001, as imagined by Stanley Kubrick in his 1968 masterpiece, 2001. A Space Odyssey. In one memorable scene, astronauts are seen eating while watching content on slim, portable, tablet-like devices. They look almost identical to the iPads and other tablets we use today. This was decades before Steve Jobs unveiled the iPad in 2010. The film's newspads were envisioned as personal portals to information and entertainment, a concept that is now an integral part of modern life for work, education, and leisure. The accuracy of this prediction is simply stunning. Coming in at number 5 is a concept straight out of a Philip K. Dick story: memory manipulation. As seen in the 1990 film Total Recall in the movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character visits a company called Reichel Inc., which can implant false memories of a vacation, making it feel completely real. While we can't yet book a memory trip to Mars, the science behind this is becoming less fictional. Neuroscientists are making incredible strides in understanding how memories are formed, stored, and retrieved. In laboratory settings, researchers have successfully implanted false memories in mice, and even suppressed specific traumatic memories. It's a field with enormous therapeutic potential, but also one that raises profound ethical questions, just like the movie did. For our 4th prediction, let's go Back to the Future The second film in the trilogy, released in 1989, gave us a glimpse of the year 2015. While we're still waiting for our flying cars and sneakers to become mainstream, one thing it got spot on was video calls. We see Marty McFly talking to his colleagues and his boss on a large screen in his home, a conversation that feels perfectly normal today. Back then, video calling was a clunky, expensive technology reserved for big corporations. Today, thanks to platforms like Zoom, FaceTime, and Skype, it's how we connect with family, attend meetings, and even see our doctors. The future is now. At number 3, we have a more chilling prediction: predictive policing from the 2002 film. The movie is set in a future where a special police unit, Pre-Cream, arrests murderers before they commit the crime, based on predictions from 3 psychic While we don't have psychics, we do have predictive policing algorithms. Law enforcement agencies around the world use software that analyzes historical crime data to forecast where and when future crimes are most likely to occur. This predictive policing aims to deploy resources more effectively. However, just like in the movie, it raises serious concerns about bias, privacy, and the potential for punishing someone for a crime they haven't yet committed. For our 2nd spot, we turn to a true visionary of the 19th century, Jules Verne. His novels were more than just adventure stories. They were blueprints for the future. In Asterisk, From the Earth to the Moon, Asterisk, published in 1865. He described a mission to send 3 men to the moon in a projectile fired from a giant cannon in Florida. A century later, in 1969, the Apollo 11 mission launched from Florida, sending 3 men to the moon. The similarities are uncanny. Furthermore, in Asterisk, 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, Asterisk, he imagined the Nautilus, a sophisticated electric submarine. At the time, submarines were primitive and dangerous. Verne's detailed vision of a powerful, self-sufficient underwater vessel prefigured the nuclear submarines that patrol our oceans today. And finally, the #1 prediction on our list that became reality is this. While many shows hinted at it, the 1946 Asterisk, Dick Tracy, Asterisk comic strip, and later cartoons featured a 2-way wrist radio that the detective used for video calls. This was a revolutionary idea. Fast forward to today, and devices like the Apple Watch and Samsung Galaxy Watch do everything Tracy's watch did and more. We can make calls, send messages, track our health, and access a world of information, all from our wrist. It's the ultimate convergence of communication and convenience, a piece of sci-fi gadgetry that has become an everyday accessory for millions. From wrist communicators to artificial intelligence, the line between science fiction and science fact is blurrier than ever. These stories didn't just entertain us. They sparked the imaginations of the scientists, engineers, and innovators who would go on to build the world we live in today. It makes you wonder what seemingly impossible technologies from today's movies will become our reality tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. What's your favorite movie prediction that came true? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. See you in the next one.